and the lighting's better here. Go ahead.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Butterfly Spirit 314. Got a little tongue tied there. So, I'm back to talk about my experience on Nexplanon. So, for those of you who don't know what Nexplanon is the birth control, known as the birth control implant. I decided to get on to Nexplanon because I'm someone that does not want to get pregnant, and I don't see myself wanting to have children. So I decided to get onto the implant. I didn't want to go back on the pill because the pill is something where I would have to take it every single day, and I don't want to do that. And a negative about the pill for me was that when I was on the pill back when I was in college, well, it doesn't feel like anything down there. So for me, when I was on the pill, when I was having sex, I didn't feel anything going on in my vagina, so I did not feel the penetration of the penis from my fiance or anything like that. It was just one of those things where I couldn't feel anything. He was frustrated. I was frustrated. And it really took a toll on our relationship. So I noticed that once I got off the pill, I noticed that I started to feel things. And I never felt anything before that because I was a virgin. So I've decided that I wanted to try the birth control implant because it's something where they insert it into my arm, and then I don't have to worry about getting pregnant. Now, what I was told by the doctor at Planned Parenthood who put the birth control implant in my arm was that when you first get on the implant, like that day, from that day to the next 7 days, you have to, if you're sexually active with a partner, you have to have the guy wear a condom. And then after the 7 days, then he doesn't have to wear a condom. But for me and my fiance have still been using condoms and stuff like that because, still want to give it time to work. So I've been on it for, goodness, I want to say almost 2 weeks now. I do happen to be on my period, but I'm not experiencing any heavy bleeding or anything like other people have talked about getting. I've been pretty lucky. Some side effects I've noticed, and this is the arm that I happen to have the implant in anyway. It's like right here. It's so weird, but I can kind of feel like this implant is like this big and this thin. It's like really thin. But what I've noticed is I've been feeling like itching on my arm, near the insertion site, and actually around the insertion site I've noticed itching. And so what I've done to deal with it is I've been using like itch cream to put on my arm so it stops it from itching. So that's been going on since I got it. Started the day that I got the implant in there. Let's see. I have noticed that I have felt like some cramps, and some like little bit of like pain in my like vaginal or womb area. I've noticed that I've experienced that. And to deal with it, I've just taken like some ibuprofen. You guys can probably take like Tylenol, Advil. Some people might take Motrin. I haven't had any like really serious cramps or anything like that. It's just been something where I take something for it, and but I took like 2 ibuprofen, and that's helpful for me because I never like to take just one ibuprofen or 200 milligram because that'll do nothing for me. So 2 is always good, I feel, to bring me like 400 milligrams. But yeah, by and large, it's been okay. So that's really been what I've been experiencing at this point. And like I said, I'm like 2 weeks in to being on it. I'm not having any like really crazy symptoms or anything. I followed the instructions of the doctor from Planned Parenthood. Before I got it, I was kind of a little freaked out because people on YouTube have these videos where they're trying to tell you not to get it and everything like that. This one chick said, she got pregnant from being on Nexplanon, but the truth is that her being on the birth control implant didn't cause her to get pregnant. It was just because of some other stuff. And personally, I think that basically when she got off of Nexplanon, that's when she got pregnant. So there's a lot of videos out there where, you know, you got some people who are gonna say that, you know, here's the truth about it and this and other. I would say, yeah, look at the videos, but you're never really gonna know how Nexplanon is gonna work for you until you get it put into your arm yourself. You know, ladies, that's what I'm advising. Don't just take other people's word for it, because your body is not like their body. So you have to experience it for yourself. For me, I've had a positive experience so far. I've, been going to work and everything, and, although I've had itching, it hasn't really been anything that's been bothering me or bothering my work day or anything like that. I would advise anybody to get the birth control implant. Now, some people are probably going to ask, how much does it cost? Well, through Planned Parenthood, I happen to have gotten a grant for it, so it would have cost me like $400 and some dollars. But I got it for free that day, so I was really glad, because I was prepared to go and pay $400 or $500 up to $1,000. I was okay with paying that, provided I would have had a payment plan. But yes, they did give me a grant at Planned Parenthood. I think that that's really awesome that Planned Parenthood did it. Planned Parenthood's been in the news, and everybody's all over this abortion stuff, saying abortion's evil. I'm a big advocate of people getting abortions. I think that women have the right to choose the type of services they want to get. I personally had an abortion in the past. I've also had a miscarriage in the past. So personally, I feel like if you don't have the money to have no kid, don't be having no kids. Take the steps of getting on birth control. If you as a woman don't want to get pregnant, getting on the birth control implant can help you. The implant, I've heard that it's good up to 4 years. I'm not going to take it up to 4 years. I'm probably going to have it in for 3 years and then get another one put in my other arm, my right arm. But right now it's in my left arm, and they put it in here. Did it hurt getting it put in there? A little bit, but everybody's experience is going to be different. But the pain really stopped once it was put in. You guys can watch videos on YouTube about people getting the birth control implant inserted. And my experience was similar to theirs. The good thing for them, though, they got to film it. I didn't. And I was one of those people, I didn't want to kind of look at them putting the implant in my arm. I didn't want to look at it. I did experience pressure. And then I did experience them like the lady put it in my arm. It was only one doctor with me and stuff. And she said, she didn't pressure me or anything. She just said, if you're not ready to do it today, you can come back and get the implant put in if you're not sure. And I was just nervous because other people made it sound bad and stuff like that. But really, it's not. I'm going to tell you, the girls who are probably knocking the Nexplanon are probably going to be the ones who want to have babies, and they really just want to try to discourage you from getting a birth control if you don't want to have kids. Those are the people knocking it because they want to have babies. Like, there's this one girl that was talking about in one YouTube video about Nexplanon, Thomason. Nexplanon, we rooted for you. We rooted for you. Or whatever she was saying, this black chick. And really, I feel like she just wanted to have kids. And she just wanted to have a birth control method that she can mess up on so she can have babies. Now, some people might get all kinds of mad because I'm saying it, but let's be grown-ups here. If you know that you don't have the money to be having no kids, don't have no kids. Ladies, don't be expecting, that you gonna get some big money from some dude's check because you got pregnant by him. Child support does not work like that. He's not gonna instantly get a whole bunch of money like they do on TV. It just does not work like that. We gotta be realistic. When you're bringing a baby into the world, you got to realize that once that baby gets here, then your focus should be on the baby. At least that's the way I see the world. Even though I'm not having kids, that's just how I see it. I just don't feel comfortable having kids in this kind of world personally because, as a black woman, it's just not the best environment. And I just don't see, I don't see myself wanting to bring kids into this world, especially with the type of things that are going on and things that are happening to black folks. And especially black kids, So, I'm mindful of what's going on in the world. When I hear something about, black children coming up missing, it's every day when I'm on my Facebook, I'm like literally telling you, there is always somebody saying there's a missing black girl or a missing black boy or something. And, they could be like from babies all the way up to like teenagers. You know what I'm saying? And this is not a safe world if kids are coming up missing. It's not safe.
Mm-hmm.
And, my thing about missing kids is I really think the kids are running away from home because the parents they got were not prepared to have them. Personally, that's what I think. Or the kids are going through some type of abuse and nobody's listening to them. And so, I think before people have kids, I think it shouldn't just be about, about getting pregnant and pregnant belly pictures and all that stuff. It should be about loving the child. I think people need to get back to the realness about having kids. Personally, that's what I think. If a woman has a baby, she should want the baby, want the child, really want to do that. Not just doing it because everybody on Facebook's doing it or your friends are doing it, And my thing about having kids too is that if you're somebody and it's hard for you to get a job and you realize that having kids could be the difference between you having one and not having one, then hold off on having kids. I mean, you can always get a kid by adopting. You always can. But then again, there's also the problem about kids in the adoption centers. Nobody's adopting these kids that are being had and stuff like that. Nobody's doing that. And I would like to see, instead of people complaining about abortion, I think what people need to be doing is they need to be adopting these kids that these people, that people out here had and didn't give a damn about, so they threw them in an adoption center and stuff. And if people are really pro-life, then adopt these kids in an adoption center. That's just what I'm saying. So, me, I'm maybe a little bit more wise on the topic of things. But, hey, I'm just saying it like it is. Some people like it, some people don't. But this video is about, my experience being on Nexplanon. And I just want to let people know, the girls specifically, and the guys watching. Because there might be some guys out there that might be saying, hey, is this going to work for my girlfriend? Should I have my girlfriend get it? My advice is yes. Guys, you should have your girlfriend get it, especially if you guys are not trying to have kids. Then yes, get it. Go to Planned Parenthood. You should be able to get it. And they should be able to talk to you about it. Yeah, the girl needs to go in by herself and get it. But, I advocate for girls getting it, especially if you don't want to get pregnant. It's good if you want to get it when you're in college where, you got a boyfriend but you don't want to get pregnant and you want to go all the way through college without getting pregnant. That's a good avenue. If you're somebody who just started a new job, you're a woman and you want to make yourself look the best to employers and stuff like that by, having that open availability and stuff, yeah, get the birth control implant. That way you won't have any surprise pregnancies, because pregnancies can be a surprise. It was for me, which is why I ended up getting an abortion, because, it was something where I was in college and I wanted to go all the way through college and graduate. And thanks to the abortion, I was able to do that. Now, some people are going to go back on me and say, well, you shouldn't have got that. You're not pro-life. I am pro-life. I'm pro-life about the fact of kids, because I be seeing other people's kids and I have more concern for other people's kids. I do. I see, a little infant or a 5-year-old or a 10-year-old. I still look at them as babies. You know what I'm saying? I am pro-life. I do care about how people's kids are treated and stuff like that. I do care about that. But at the same time, I'm not going to bring a baby into this world knowing that my child will be at risk, of getting either, abused by, whether they're at school or getting bullied or something like that. Or if they're forced to become a Christian, which is not something I want, because I want my child to be able to learn about many different religions and stuff. So, my thing is that I want it to be a safe world, and for black people, I don't see it as that kind of world. It's just not. It's not the same world as it is for, say, a white child. A white woman having a baby, yeah, things are going to be different for her than it would be if me, a black woman, had a kid. So, yeah, guys, so just giving my 2 cents about it, but I will be doing another update video, preferably in a month, to let you guys know how it's going for me. If you guys don't agree with anything that I'm saying, you're welcome to comment below and tell me how you feel. I think everybody's entitled to an opinion, but I'm just sharing my experience and my knowledge, what I know. So, Thank you guys for watching Butterfly Spirit 314. Look out for my next video. Bye.